Hello people, welcome to this video. We are going to see here basics about text, 3D render and filling in AutoCAD 2014. If you have problems with this software for any reason, check out the full guide of this show. In AutoCAD, it is possible to write info in your workspace through the annotation section in the home window. If you want to show any technical information, such as length, notes, tables and other, you will find all you need here. They are very easy to use. We will see in detail the text. Whenever you need to add notes by writing, firstly you need to create the text space, which is the area where to go on writing. A down arrow will show you the line upon which the text is written. Such arrow is always directed towards the south direction of the cube you have on the top right corner, that you can easily find under the face top when you are in 2D. Then a new slot will appear, making you add any text. Make sure to zoom in enough to see the text you are adding, which is small by default. The white strip is used to edit paragraph parameters. Use then the gray arrows on the right and at the bottom to edit the sides of the text area. When finishing, just press Escape key and then accept with Yes. The text you created is managed like a filled 2D object in AutoCAD. The squared point in the corner is used to move the whole text block. Otherwise, use the triangle ones to resize the text area. Whenever you want to edit the text, just select it and right-click on it and go to mText Edit. This opens again the text area and the text editor window on top. Mainly, you will use the formatting section to edit text in color, kind and font. Just remember to select the text or a part of it to start editing. Enable the background mask to add a background color to the whole text. Click on Formatting for other options. You have then other options about paragraph and symbols. Just try them. As with 2D objects, if you want to change which plane to write the text on, you need to rotate the Cartesian axis, and in particular the XY 2D space. And plus, you edit fully your text using the Modify section to rotate and scale. Let's now see the 3D filling. The H command fills inside 2D objects on the XY space area only. In 3D, you can colorize edges and faces of solids. View the solids using any wireframe visual style. Then click on Solid Editing and then on Color Edges. Click on the solid's edge whose color must be changed. You can go on selecting more edges of the same solid chosen, then press the Enter key. A new window will give you the possibility to change color. This does work only with 3D solids. If you want to change color of lines of 2D objects, you need to use the Properties section in Home window. You can fill solid faces with colors as well. Go again to Solid Editing and then choose Color Faces. Choose a more rendered visual style to see better the effect. Select the face to change or more of them of the solid chosen. Then press Enter and change the color. This command does work with curved surfaces and so with the sphere too. Let's see how to render your workspace. This is used to have the final graphic idea of the project you have just built. Go to the render window or open it by right-clicking on the black space on the right and going to Show Tabs and then to Render. This window contains all the render options to view better your project. Make sure to choose the realistic visual style in View window first. You can choose options through this window the best way you want. This is done because for complex projects, it can be a problem to render fully your work, with full quality, full shadow and full textures. For this reason, it is important to choose the way to render all. By default, no lights or shadows are applied on the objects. Go to Lights section to add the light and shadow. To enable illumination rendering, just click twice the sun status and click on the option to delete the default illumination applied. Here you have different kinds of light. Sun and location gives you the sunlight according to hour, date and place in the world. Just make sure that the sun status button is enabled. You can choose different lights to put. Put sun status off to see them better. We will see two most important lights, the point and the spot. The first one is a point of light that goes in any direction, just like a lamp. Select point in the list and then click on the icon above. Points are indicated through an orange sphere, not field. Click on the point where you want to place it and then digit X and then press enter. The center of the point of light will be placed always on the XY defined area. Then you can use the Move command in the Modify section to change its height. AutoCAD will make you see the effect of this light while you move it to place it. Or in 3D visual styles, you can directly use the Cartesian system of the object, but you can't change its scale or direction. If you want to change its intensity, just go to the light options. Go to Lights and then change Brightness, Contrast and Other. The spotlight is a directed light, indicated right with a torch. Firstly is made a placement, which is always made on the XY space. Then you set its direction. Then just digit X and enter to finish. The direction of the spotlight is its target that you can edit through the central point of its cone's base, and such stays fixed whenever you will move the spotlight later. You can move this kind of light exactly like the point light, but here you can set the direction and the radius as well. Just select the torch symbol and edit it. Just don't get confused. While editing the light, often check it and change the point of view. Remember that the perspective is ignored when editing the light through its blue points, unless you choose hot points, like the vertices of a box. You can choose also the Modify section to edit and move it. Whenever you don't want snappings while editing any light or object, remember to turn off the snap modes at the bottom, both Object Snap and 3D Object Snap. You can even add horizon and sky. To do this, you must change the way to view your project. In the bottom right corner of the cube, there is a down arrow hidden, with a sort of eject symbol. Click on it and select Perspective. This will make the horizon appear. Be careful because the horizon stays fixed in case you rotate the Cartesian system. The horizon is put according to the cube instead. Then you can add the sky in Sun and Location section next to the sun status. Let's see how to render. This command can be done for 3D objects and projects only. Use the first slot to change the render quality. This is very important. An higher quality takes more memory and time, so choose carefully how to render. When you click on Render button, the render window will be opened, showing you the result on the screen. Don't get worried in case the software will ask you the medium images library. You can still go on rendering. On Render window, the white squares you see are the parts of your project that are being rendered by your processor. And you can check the render status through the bar right at the bottom. Remember that it is rendered just the portion of your project that you see in your workspace when you press the render button. The render will report all illumination and filling settings. What is not reported is the horizon, which is made through a color change in the sky, if enabled. So, in case you want to create a grass ground, you actually need to build it on your own. In the easiest case, using a box with a very short height and colorizing its upper face in green. You have even more options to control your rendering. Click on Render at the bottom and decide better the quality, the resolution and the kind of environment, where you can even add some fog. Well, this is all. Now you have all you need to make your 2D and 3D projects in AutoCAD 2014.